All right, everybody, everyone, hello, hello, hello. Thank you for subbing, and I will see you next week. Fuck, we're out of song. What's up? Why am I so short? I don't like that. Whoa, when did I get so tall? Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, everyone. Am I better? I am better. I feel better. My voice is a little whatever. Took a little too much gummy yesterday, so I'm in a bit of a daze, but, We're here. NBA Finals Game 7. I'm just excited to watch. I'm just going to have it on in the background. We're going to be chatting. Maybe we'll just do the first half, maybe the full game. It'll, sense out the vibe. You look much better and sound better. I feel better, for sure. I've got a lingering cough, but you guys saw me in the house. I had a lingering cough for 79 days, so what are you going to do? We missed you, dude. I missed you guys, too. Not, like, specifically, individually, each one of you, but, I certainly missed Anonymous, I'll tell you that much. Anonymous, let me thank all the plebeians before I get to you, okay? Alright, I assume we missed the resub day by a few weeks, but shout-outs to Tom, how are you doing? Indow, Rune Queen, Key Bearer, Corin, we got some 19-month subs, that's crazy. T. Pillsbury, Chewy Jack, Dan the Man, Jerry and Jane, Ashea, I think it's Ashea, I always say. Shay's Headband. Tell you what, you got to have a big day today. Liz G, Afe, Doodle Doll, Serena. Shout out Serena. how was your experience on the cruise? Beretta, Card Girl, Katie, and then Anonymous with the 10 gifted. Anonymous, I appreciate it. Look, I've earned those 10 gifted. If there's anything that taking a 2-week break should earn you, it's 10 gifted. Thank you, Heather, as well, for the 18 months. Christina for the 18. Will for the 18. And Superfly for the 17. El Michelle for the 16. What a life. But again, thank you, Anonymous. I really appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for the resubs. Clayton, thank you. New hats, 24. Should be a diamond hat. Yeah, I got to figure that out. But we'll come up with something. Maybe it'll be like a little POV on the hat or something. It might be too small to even resemble anything. Was the last stream pre-cruise? I think it was the day before the cruise, right? We were looking at the boat and everything. Thoughts on the KD trade? It hasn't happened yet, right? It's just the rumored trades to the Spurs, the Rockets. Unless I totally missed something, which would be crazy. Game 7 prediction before tip. Don't worry, I got it. How do you like Mario Kart World? I've barely played. I played with my brother and sister a bit. It happened? To who? Who do you... No, I've been offline today. Is it Spurs or the Rockets? It is the Rockets. I'm surprised it's the Rockets, because that's the one that makes the most sense, and that's the team where he's going to be the most competitive. But, I didn't think he wanted that. I thought he wanted to just kind of vibe out and retire. 5 second-round picks is hilarious. I mean, that actually kind of makes sense. I thought he would go for, 1 or 2 firsts. 5 seconds is kind of an interesting way of doing it. Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, 10th pick and 5 seconds. That's a steeper price than I thought Kevin Durant would bring up. I'm not a Jalen Green believer, personally. I think they needed exactly KD. Getting rid of Dylan Brooks is just a net positive, I think, for your team, even if he is kind of useful in some spots. But no, they're a serious team now. I just thought KD didn't want to do all the dirty work, I thought he wanted to just go and mentor Wemby or chill out in Miami or something like that. But KD is still elite. He's still a great defender, too. He's a great bucket getter. Love Island thoughts? I got a lot. We'll talk about them. Still going to be a second-round exit. 37-year-old being the main one relied on offense. Yeah, but he has so much athleticism around him. KD is still effortlessly 27 a game on great efficiency. Best shooter in the league from the mid-range still. He's great. Great defender when he wants to try. He can engage himself in the playoffs. The whole point of Kevin Durant is, in the regular season with the Rockets, he doesn't have to do as much because the Rockets are going to have so many guys flying around. Dylan Brooks is always just a liability, despite him being really good at some things. He has too much confidence. Who's the Rockets' second best player now? Şengün. I mean, Şengün is better than Jalen Green. I'm not the biggest Şengün guy, but still Şengün. And Amin Thompson's going to be really good. So, like, I like their team a lot. I think they're a real contender. I wouldn't have them as the favorite, but, like, I wouldn't. There's no team that's, like, substantially better than them except the Thunder. Anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? Want to talk about the cruise first? Let's talk about the Big Brother Reddit. They have something about the cruise, and we'll zoom that. So let's just get that over with so we can move on to the fun stuff. Booker's coming to Detroit. I would kind of like that, actually. Big Brother Reddit. Also, the Challenge Cast got announced, so, you know. That's just nice for the sake of not having to say social media break anymore. Say something nice about BB20. Everything. It was a great season. First half, especially. Second half is, I think, overratedly hated. Like, hated more than it should. Overhated, I think is the word I'm looking for. I never realized this, but I like them together now. Very happy for them. He looks so much like Enzo from TVD. It fucking it confuses me. It's so odd to me. Something about that paper cut, exactly. All right, let's open the hype chest. What do we got? What do we got? We got Pack It Up. Fetsy's going to be on American Gladiator. I did meet Gabe. What a nice guy. Big fan. Show similar to BB. BB6 question. Don't really care. Because, you know, they want us to have no fun. Say something nice about BB19. I think the cast is one of the best drama casts they've ever had. Problem is the drama was not very fun to watch, but it was there. Even someone like Kevin's getting in huge arguments, Raven's yelling at people, Jason's getting in the mix, Christmas, Alex, Jessica. No one's really likable, except maybe Kevin, but everyone's fighting. What is a season you like more than others? I think for me, BB11 probably. I like BB11. Best winning game of the past 10 years is a good question. I think it's Chelsea or Cody. Anyone else even in the mix? No, it's Chelsea or Cody. I probably lean Cody a little bit, but, like, I don't know. It's pretty close. I don't know. Cody's endgame was a lot worse than Chelsea's, but Cody's everything leading up to the endgame was a lot better. So I don't know how to square that. Obviously, Cody benefits from, like, a different kind of game than Chelsea. But Chelsea probably had obviously Cody's cast was leagues ahead of Chelsea's. I think I would lean Cody, but they're close. And then post-game cruise attendees. Let's read this. I attended the cruise a couple weeks ago and was curious about other people's experiences and opinions. I think it was probably great for extroverts, but if you're more on the quiet side and introverted like me, this felt like a waste of money personally, and I wasn't impressed with the showroom travel at all once the event started. Just felt very unorganized. I was overall disappointed and ended up not attending any events after the second night. They said house guests would rotate tables throughout the nights, which made it sound like I'd have at least one dinner with a BB alum. The only thing I got was 2-minute stop by Cam. Shout out to Cam. We all had lanyards clearly stating that we were bored with this experience, but cast members just walked right past you if you didn't go out of your way to try and start a chat or get a picture. I understand they're on vacation as well, but I don't know. It sat with me the wrong way considering I highly doubt they paid near as much as us to be there for nothing at all. I don't think anyone paid to be there. I think you were either paid to be there or you got your stuff comped. Scheduled activities were sort of lacking and a lot more to be announced and planned once there, and last minute changes, which I feel was not really what was advertised. Also, everything being announced only on a Facebook page when, this is obviously a ridiculous price tag. I know it was the first go around and basically this. Okay, let's talk about it. So there's the serious stuff that I can't talk about to as much of an extent. I hope you guys understand. My little statement, my official statement on that is weirdos are weirdos, and associating with weirdos is weird behavior. And I think there's a responsibility that alumni have to fans to, clearly disassociate from weirdos and weird organizations. So that's that. The rest of it, I think, out of respect for a ton of people, I think that should be all that's spoken about. So there's that. I do disagree with this Reddit post. Like, here's some pet peeves of mine that have come out about the cruise. Is like, people like, there's been a sentiment of like, oh, who would have thought the Big Brother cruise was a scam? It wasn't a scam. That's not an accurate portrayal of anything. Like, the controversy, the nature of what happened is very serious, and this is not like a who would have thought. No, there's the cruise happened. Some people liked it, some people didn't, and then there's this stuff that happened that was terrible. Like, these are separate pieces, okay? And I feel like a lot of people are trying to conflate these two things. In terms of the organization, I think it was okay. It wasn't perfect. The way dinners worked was like we're all assigned to a table, and then the alumni kind of realized that was stupid because like we're assigned to the same table every night, so we started, by our own volition, bouncing around. America and I probably talked to like 10 to 12 tables a night, the two main bouncing around dinners, which of course there's more tables than that, so like, that kind of is what it is. Where you're located in the dining room kind of determined if people saw you, which is, I can imagine, pretty frustrating. I think it's a little bit silly acting like the burden of like approaching you is on the alumni. Like, that's weird. Like, just because you're wearing a lanyard, it's not like we're not Disney mascots, you know what I mean, who are like supposed to go up to the child and ask for a picture and sign their autograph book. It's like, come say hi, and if we're rude, that's on us, but we're not going to be rude. Like, I don't know if you know who I am. Like, a lot of people on this cruise know Janelle, know Rachel, Kaser. Like, I'm never going to go up to someone and be like, hey, want to chat? That's just not how that works. But yeah, it wasn't like a scam. Like, it happened. The events happened. Basically every one. I think the organization was okay. It was more like there was like schedule adjustments that were not communicated. So like America and I missed one of the events just because we were like, it was supposed to be at 6 and they pivoted to 2:30 on the Facebook page. No one talked to us, or who we were hanging out with for that matter. So like that part of it's a problem, right? What are you talking about, Joseph? Um, yeah, I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but just in general, like it was a good time. I think a lot of people who are extroverts had a good time, but if you're an introvert, like the burden is on you to do it, and I understand if you didn't have a good time there. That makes sense to me. Comedy set was great. It was really fun. Posting everything on the Facebook group where not everyone paid for the Wi-Fi package is kind of funny. Agreed. But yeah, it was I had a good time. It's just like at the end of the day, things are what they are, and some of the it's just baffling. Some of the behavior and the response to the behavior, I cannot understand it for the life of me. On her Patreon, she said in a meeting, her, Janelle, Kaser, and Rachel were referred to as headliners, and that one of them would be at each event, and this was very awkward for her. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not privy to that conversation, but that makes some sense. I think they were at all the events. People showed up. I don't. Again, like I think I think it's like unfair to like there's like certain shit that happened that was like abominable, and then using that as like to be like, wow, actually the event was super disorganized. No one got paid. No one did all these things. Like that's a whole separate thing. But in general, like I think it could have been organized way way better. Um, I don't feel the need to like go to bat for the cruise organization though. Like it's fine. It wasn't great. Shout outs Clayton and Ned, L Michelle. I appreciate you guys. Superfly and Wills as well. I think I already thanked you guys, but audio a bit quiet. You guys want me to raise it? Brittany was awesome, though. She was so fun to hang out with. Family had fun. I felt a little bit bad in the sense of, like, they had, yeah, I felt like I couldn't give them enough time, but I just came back from Florida, so we were able to hang out more, obviously. I'm rooting for the Pacers, for sure. I'll raise the audio a bit. And that should be a little louder, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, that should be better. Or maybe not. This might just be what it is. We move. We move. Are these other cruises happening, or do you know? I don't know, but I think it was important to get information out there so people could hopefully make informed decisions. At the end of the day, I think a lot of people's priority is money, so, you know, I think they'll probably happen in some capacity, but, you know, your mileage varies and how you judge that. Thanks, Gale Tears, for the 3 months of Tier 1 to Bailey. Wow. All right, Bailey. Against your will, you've been locked in this stream chat. But look, whenever I've reached out to some alum, any alum reach out to me, I'm just going to tell them my experience and exactly what I know and what went down, and then people can make their choices. Would you do another one if there was a different organizer? I want to be very careful about what I say, just because, like, I don't want to say something and then get invited and get excited and say yes, and then I'm a total hypocrite. I think the design of, like, a fan event being on a cruise is probably a pretty bad idea in general. It was very fun. There was parts of it that were great. But the whole event is built around being on a boat and drinking and partying and interacting. And it just seems like a recipe for disaster. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like there's always going to be something. Maybe not to the gravity of this one. This was crazy. But just in general. So my instinct is, like, I kind of don't want it to be a cruise. I think it's a bad idea. You know? But look, I think at the end of the day, like, sometimes you get invited to things, it seems really exciting. There's people going who you're friends with. Like, I could see myself saying yes, but right now I just don't. It sounds kind of dreadful. But obviously, like, nothing even within the realm of, like, attached to this organization or this person. Like, it would have to be... I'm not a big fan of, like, ooh, let's have this person take a back seat and someone else will take over the company. I never believe in that. In actual business, in Big Brother, alumni, you know, cruise business, like, in general, I think things are going to stay the same in a company. So, how's your sunburn? It's done. We've healed. Very powerful. Thing is, they overcharge so much for the BB experience, so people automatically have expectations to have access to you because otherwise they would just go on the cruise for cheaper. Yeah, there's a couple layers to it, and obviously this is no shade to anyone, but, like, the type of people who would also be willing to pay that kind of money to go on the cruise are probably, like, bigger fans and want to be more involved and have more interactions, which is its own problem. Not everyone, obviously, but, you know, some. But I agree. It's like when you pay that much, it's like, I better have a good experience, you know? And I guess the question is, like, can you charge less while still compensating all the alum? And to me, that answer is yes. Like, I don't know the exact specifics, but I still think that is possible. I think there was probably large profits made. Where the amount of those profits I saw, of course, were very nominal. Nah, I agree, Joseph. I think a cruise is a weird way of doing it. Thank you, Cowboy Up, for the Tier 1. I appreciate it. How you doing? If I went on the cruise, I wouldn't even want BB alum to come up to me randomly. I don't know. I think this would not be the cruise for you then. But yeah, I think I would do another cruise with America. We talked about it. She immediately wanted to book another one, which shout out to Royal Caribbean, but... my biggest disappointment with the cruise, putting aside the Big Brother stuff, just the cruise, the pools and, like, the hangout areas on the boat were way too busy. Way too busy. Like, it's people soup, even when it's nice. Sorrento's review. It hits at 3 a.m., I'll tell you that much. Yeah, BB Steph was there. I did not know that was happening until I showed up, which was funny. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But she was nice. I think what she's done since after the cruise is very admirable. I think she did it in a very tasteful way, which I was slightly worried about, but I think she did a good job. The Thunder Championship buses for the parade. I didn't see that. Have we started yet? I've got it. Let's see. I gotta pull this up. It's on ABC. Player introductions, got it. People Soup is wild. Yeah, no, that's literally what it felt like. Shoutouts to Howie, the homie. What a nice guy. So fun. The cruise is wild, but meeting you in America is one of the best parts. Gonna message you my fiance's Pokemon team ASAP. Oh, hi, Marissa. How are you? A little bit of lore about you specifically is when you were talking about your wedding, I think some of the alum were under the impression that you were marrying another woman. I don't know why. Maybe you were with someone when you were telling them, so they thought both of you were getting married. And I was the only one who realized that wasn't the case. And I will say the reaction was kind of disappointment, being like, "Oh, she's marrying a guy," which I thought was pretty hilarious. But shout outs. Definitely send me the team. Sonic's cursed. OKC ain't winning. Look, every game 7 goes to clutch time, and I trust Indiana in clutch time. You were with your BFF, gotcha. Carnival Cruise, it was fun. Never done a Royal. So Carnival Cruise, is it more of a party vibe, or is it just like a family vibe? Because I went on a Carnival Cruise when I was way younger, but I was a kid. I think the vibe is just a little cheaper and family-ish, It's like TJ Maxx vibes. He was only going to invite your faves. I don't know if anyone would have felt bad about not being invited to the wedding, Marissa. That is funny. Virgin is the party cruise. Gotcha. Budget party vibes, I see. Party city vibes, baby. Thank you, Large Aaron. I think I liked the boat. I thought the Royal Caribbean's pretty good. I think I would do that again. What's nice is when the boat is so big, there's no motion sickness or anything. You ready to go to sequester? That's probably happening right about now. I'm not going to do the stream this year about what house guests should do going into BB27. Or if I do, I'll do it tomorrow because I think I might be too late already. I'm not sure. It's probably this week, right? Next few days. Quinn did it yesterday. Yeah, but I feel like that someone's going to get 15th with that advice. Not because Quinn's wrong, but because I gave advice, I got 8th, and then the 2 people who watched that stream got 9th and 10th, so I feel like we're just moving backwards. I feel like if I did one, I could at least get someone to the beginning of jury again. Quinn should have said everything I did is what you don't do. Nah, Quinn had way more positives to his game than people want to admit. It was just the negatives were glaring too. Best part of sleeping with the balcony door open. That's psychotic. It gets so humid and gross and sticky. But the oceanside balcony is a must. That would be the one place I would splurge money again. Oh my god, this guy still streams. Slay. Shut up, Lila. Shut up. Is it 2 weeks out for sequester or shorter now? I would assume it's a little shorter, but probably about 2 weeks. Yeah, it's probably the same. I was there for a long time. I had a full of 14 days. I think America had 11. Cruise food is better than expected. Oh, it was delicious. No, the food's great. First day is lobster. It's what the fuck? It's a lobster buffet. It was weird. The door open at night is totally fine. Maybe when you all went on cruises, I don't know. The one, whenever we opened the door for 5 minutes, it would cloud up all the mirrors and everything. I haven't thought about Big Brother since season 21. Are the newer seasons good? All right, Wayne. Season 26, the most recent, people loved it. I didn't like it, but people loved it. 25, people hated it, but I was on it, so I kind of liked it. 24 was terrible with an awesome winner. 23, fun vibe, boring strategy. That's kind of catching you up. 22 is terrible. I feel like, is that accurate? Talk about the cabana and how awesome it was. Yeah, my parents got a cabana, and I kind of made fun of them. I'm like, why'd you get a cabana? And then my favorite day was at the cabana by far. It was me, America, Jag, Jazz, Quinn. My parents, America's friends. All right, we've tipped off. Nemhard. And the Pacers have the lead in the NBA Finals, Game 7. What a life. All right, I'm turning the volume on to the game, by the way. This is not a very good stream. This is me watching the game, having chat up, okay? I'm just warning you guys. My prediction, I think the Pacers win a nail-biter. Fuck it. Greece, we're leaving on the 2nd. But we did pay for everything now, so that's nice. We just have to show up. Are you going to stream every day until you leave for Greece? No, but I will stream a lot before Greece. Because obviously I'm not going to stream much in Greece. I will stream, like, I legitimately will stream a few times in Greece because it'll be, like, Big Brother time. Like, Cast will be getting released. The show will start. Like, I'm going to be doing, like, at least 1 or 2, like, super late night streams, but... All right, 2-2. Let's go Shea. Nah, the Pacers are really likable. I love Halliburton, too. He's such a cool dude. Oh, Siakam, come on. My king. I love Siakam. How the name Gilgis sounds like a combo of nauseous and... Okay, we've started talking about it, subject. Where does this conversation go? Now what? Will we talk about the Traders cast at all? Oh my god, so many things have happened, huh? I'll pull it up. We'll talk about it at the next commercial break. That's so funny. I can't... It feels like eons ago that the Traders cast came out, right? All right, I got it pulled up. I'm so excited about Tiffany. She's going to do some shit. I'm certain of it. Will your Cardinals suck this year? No, we'll probably be 8 or 9 win team. Gale Tears, another gifted sub. I appreciate it. You're doing all these 3-month subs. I feel nervous about it. You're putting pressure on me. Oh! Everyone, stop what you're doing and start celebrating me. I got an apartment. Woohoo! We signed our lease. Woohoo! Yippee! Bring America in for trader stuff. I want to know her thoughts. She's doing a lot of stuff right now. She's in the other room, arts and crafting it up. Welcome to New England. Yeah, we're getting there. We're heading that way. I had to schmooze up to the broker. I was pulling out all the stops, talking about my surgery, trauma, Big Brother, Survivor. Alex Caruso kind of looks like a human roll-on deodorant with the baldness and the headband. You're 2 for 2 on comments, subject. You're killing it. You saw I was watching the NBA Finals. You said it's time for me to start cooking with all my basketball comments. I try to watch Traders, but the format is so bad. I think that's a corny thing to say, Giesling Traders, and I acknowledge I said the exact same thing 1 year ago, like to the day, but... I think it's just like, I get frustrated when people take the format seriously. You know what I mean? Just take it for what it is. It's a goofy little show where people dress in funny outfits and try to make funny moments. That's the only vibe. Oh my god, first Thunder lead. Will they start pulling away? Oh, it's a pretty good look. Let's go, Hallie. God, they don't seem nervous. People are knocking down their shots. Time difference between Greece and Nashville, I don't think they're close. So I haven't even done that math yet. They make it so serious sometimes. I tell you what, Danielle can make hole in the wall serious. She can make Destroy, Build, Destroy the most serious show you've ever seen. Oh, Halliburton's having himself a start. Hell yeah. It's 3:14 a.m. now in Athens. All right, so that's when I'm going to stream. What do you think the hints on the Big Brother Insta are about? It seems like, what's the theme? Like top secret or something? Like spy or something? It seems like the vibe. I don't hate it. It seems like you'd have like some sort of twist about like a secret agent, you know? Hope there are secret rooms. You think that would fit the theme, right? I'll try not to be bitter this year. Good luck. Okay. Good luck, Katie. As if. Oh, that late-ass foul call was pathetic. Secret pre-existing relationships? No. Those would be terrible. I don't like those. In my experience, those are not fun. Late night streams from Greece, at least like 2. I want to do a cast one, and then I want to do at least one early game one. I don't even know when theoretically feeds would start though, so it's like if feeds are not starting, I'm not as pressed about it. How many fart jokes have you made in the first episode? Hopefully enough. House reveal's a good one too. Yeah. We'll see. You guys know how it is. Streams will probably be kind of sparse, but I'll do my best. They posted with the original theme song, so I think they might bring Key Wheel back or hopefully food comps. Now, you're living in Delulu land. Carla, I'm sorry to say. Carlone, Marlone. That's a little Fantasylandish. Ah, fuck. Oh, good board. Oh, Halliburton is just letting it rip today. The fuck? I don't think it's a 2-night premiere. But we don't think it's a... I think it's a live premiere, right? Oz is having a watch party in Boston in August. We'd probably be there. Anonymous. 5 gifted subs. I see Dylan got one. Shoutouts. I appreciate it, Anonymous. We're on the slow climb back to 300. I don't deserve 300 right now. But, you know. That's the goal. It's a 1-night live premiere, I thought. Yeah, I thought so too. That was my impression. You want to go to Oz's watch party? I haven't heard of it till now, Mom, so. I do not follow the WNBA to any serious capacity. I do find the Caitlin Clark Discord is very interesting. I always watch the women's tournament, but I've never seriously watched the WNBA. I'd be down to go to a game, though. It'd be fun. Does Boston have a team? But thank you again, Anonymous, for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you. You're aiding me in my quest to buying a cruise ship myself and doing this whole thing right. Speaking of, Caitlin Clark commercial. Clark had a shitter today. Her archetype's always going to have shitters. Like, she's shooting from the perimeter, distributing, like... Oh, wait, let's talk about the Traders cast. Was the cruise that bad? Or no, it was a really fun time. It was just, there's... You know, look into it. BB Steph made a good post about it. But, like, there's... You know... Lots of reasons to not do it again. Okay, this cast. Let's talk about it. Where can I go? Just shrink, I guess. I'll just move myself around to stop covering faces. But let's talk about the people we care about. So we have Rob, Jam, Natalie, Tiffany is somewhere not in this picture. Ian Terry. Could someone send me an actual good picture? I don't know what the fuck this is. What am I looking at? Here it is. No, this is a fake cast. This is a Reddit fan cast, actually. I think here's the picture. Yeah, this looks correct. So we got Dorinda back, which is funny. The Kelsey mom, Donna, which I think is an inspired choice. She should be really fun. I think this is a more fun direction to go instead of like the royal, you know. Tiffany, I think of all the gamers, meaning the Survivor and Big Brother players, I think Tiffany's probably the one most likely to screw over Rob. Thank you, Chiara. How are you? How you doing? Rob from Love Island, my dog. I'm a little worried for him, just like entertainment wise, because he like was the most captivating person I've ever seen on Love Island for the first third of the season, and then he did literally nothing once Daniela left, and he became super boring. So I hope he's engaged. Yeah, obviously we have this fucking dude, Rappaport, which is a choice for sure. I think he'll be a big character. Rob, that hung smile. Love it. I mean, just a inspired choice. I'm really surprised they picked him, honestly, because I feel like his notoriety and like the excitement of picking Rob would carry over more on like a Survivor 50. But I think for Rob, this is a much better fucking deal. I don't know the payment situation for Survivor 50, but I'm sure you're getting paid more for traders. It's a bigger show, frankly. I think he stands a much better chance. It's a more fun experience, I would believe. I think it's just a much better deal for him. Jam Jam, not a pick I was thinking about, but a pretty obvious pick in retrospect. Natalie Anderson, kind of in the same boat. Ian Terry. I'm telling you guys, like, you gotta recontextualize how famous some of these Big Brother players are. It's like, people remember Ian. Big Brother All-Stars 3, they bring Ian back before me or Quinn, you know? Like, they like the names that they have. And that's kind of like the gist of the people we care about. Colton is somewhere here. But I will say, I would be quite surprised if Rob didn't make it very deep. Just because, like, with all these people who know him, the BB and Survivor people, not to mention, like, some of these other reality TV, whatever, like, someone in the turret is going to protect him, not kill him early. And I feel like the numbers are not going to be there to get him out. He'll be insulated. Even if he's a traitor and people think he's a traitor, they'll keep him around. I just think he's a very soft landing spot, I think, on this season, which is great. I'm happy for him. He could be an early murder. I don't think he can, because there's always going to be Survivor or Big Brother people in the turret, and they're not going to kill Rob first. That's, you know, they're smart enough to want to keep their people around. And I think it's silly to assume that Rob's going to play some snaky game. I think he's just trying to make it deep and good confessionals kind of vibe, you know? Hope Ian doesn't perform like Dan. Low profile is the way to go if he can. I mean, Dan literally, his problem was literally having too low of a profile. Am I crazy? Who would be your traders this season? I think of the Survivor Big Brother people, I think Jam Jam is the person who would have the best shot as a trader. I would go Jam Jam Tiffany if I was picking of the Survivor Big Brother people, just because, like, Tiffany, I think, has Danielle upside of just being a lot. And she's definitely a pretty paranoid player. Jam Jam could do the Suri thing of just, like, so unassuming. Everyone trusts Jam Jam, even though, of course, he's a snake. I could see him going Dorinda, too, just because they want her to not die early. I wonder if this cast will play the numbers instead of truly looking for the traders. I mean, obviously Rob knows that strategy. Tiffany's a strategist. Jam Jam, Natalie. I would not be surprised. All right, I gotta get back to watching this game. I feel like I'm missing too much. And do you guys think there's gonna be, like, cage boys? What do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna have some additional people? Like, how does the size of this cast compare to the other ones? Are we due for some more people? Already at the size with the Cage Boys. Okay. I'd be down. They'll probably do at least like one late arrival, but last season was pretty crazy. They had a whole thing. Oh, Halliburton slipped. Please tell me it's not an injury related thing. Thank you, Kate. Oh, he like tore his calf. He tore his calf. Oh my god. Was that an Achilles tear? It sure as hell looked like one. Jesus. That's so sad. There's a theory that Nadia is coming. That seems unlikely. That's so sad. It's not. I don't think it's even over if Halliburton's done, but it's brutal. It's non-contact, but it was just an aggravated injury. Game 7 to have that happen. I think in normal circumstances he wouldn't be playing Game 6 or 7, but given what this is, you know. TJ McConnell hero time, yeah. He was already hurt. He had a calf strain, which very often is like with the Achilles. I'm so clueless when it comes to basketball. Well, after today, you get to be clueless. No worries. Neither fan base wants to see this. Hey, don't speak for OKC. He'll take it. I'll tell you what, like I was upset. I didn't want Tatum to, be out for the next season, but KD had his injury same time as Toronto in the finals, but not during the Game 7. That didn't happen. Siakam in the clutch. I mean, Siakam's great, and TJ McConnell can do his thing, but yeah, we're just gonna watch the first half on stream. So it's just kind of a chat. I was gonna do this on Instagram subs because I've been really bad with my Instagram subs, to be honest. But this is really my platform. Subs, I have to carve out something to do on there. How did you guys like the BB25 retrospective? What do you guys think? I thought I had some jokes, some LOLs, I had a lot of time. I had a lot of fun recording it. I will say it's a very weird kind of podcast to do because you guys know me. I'm so thirsty and desperate and like excited to talk about my experience and my perspective and that kind of thing. But obviously that's not the goal of the podcast. So having to talk about yourself and your own season from this like weird third person perspective is kind of interesting. Chad, don't forget to vote for the BB25 cover. To be honest, who do you guys think deserves to be on? Deserves is kind of, I guess, the wrong question, but like, I think Suri is a lock. I think Jag should be a lock. I think I do make sense for that third spot. I think Cameron, from a TV perspective, I guess. America, if you're just like trying to put in like a live feed representative, of that fan base. I just think like the easiest way to break down the season was like, ow, was like Suri first half, me those middle 3 weeks, Jag second half, was kind of the way the season like broke down in terms of screen time, and then Cameron is just kind of ever present throughout. Felicia's a good choice too. You know what I mean? Felicia's great. I will say that the one thing that Taryn and I just very clearly disagree on is Suri. But I was like, now's not the time to argue. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the vibe. Where to vote? I assume just Taryn's Twitter, right? I don't know where else it would be. Halliburton literally can't even walk. He loves Suri a lot. Yeah, I just think like there's a disagreement of how well she played. Because I think the weird thing about Suri is, did she play better in the first half or the second half? I don't know. Weirdly, I think the second half, but also it's because she didn't get to make any decisions in the second half, because that was kind of her problem. Every time she had to make a decision, she made the wrong one. And in the second, she never had power to make any decisions, so all we saw was her social game, which is, there's nothing to argue against there. That's near perfect. So I think that's like the weird thing with Suri. It's like she played cleaner in the second half because she didn't do anything. Not because it's her fault. Like, she couldn't do anything. That's not how her season broke down. It was just comps. Whereas in the first half, she was doing everything, and that didn't work out, obviously. Luke's an option to vote for her. Don't do it. I'm going to vote right now. Fuck it. Fuck you guys. I'm doing the unreliables. Actually, no. I'm going to do corywurtenberger and then burn a vote on Luke. Thoughts? Burn a vote on red, maybe. Alright, I voted. Do Bowie? Nah. Hey, we love Bowie here. Oops. We love Bowie here, okay? But she still evicted America. That cannot be forgotten. Those fish tank people were in the live. Don't do it. He has fans, apparently. What live? Like the live chat? Yeah, and Jag evicted you after I evicted him. So I feel like it's hard to be that bitter. Yeah. The YouTube live with Taryn. Interesting. They were in America's TikTok comments. Are they actually like Luke fans, or are they just like freaks on Twitter? I mean, probably both, right? But you know what I mean? Like, God, this game better be close, or it's going to be so fucking sad. You know what I mean? This will be so tragic. It'll be trolls. Yeah, they're just trolls. That's what Bowie calls everyone on the internet. It's pretty funny. This better be a close game, or it'll be so sad. Just Halliburton gets injured, Thunder kill him. I mean, I'll tell you what, now this has the potential to be a Pascal Siakam fucking legacy game. Terrible shot by Shea. Jesus. Watching a stream in the right time zone. Are you in Canada, Ned? You made the voyage? Just you and your dog on the boat? Oh, fucking Alex Caruso is so good. Thoughts on Love Island? All right, who do you guys want to know my thoughts on? Give me a name. Hate you. Didn't become best friends with Alex Caruso. I have to become acquaintances with Haley first. Uh-oh. J-Dub. Oh, come on. Ugly ass shot, too. Okay, let's talk about Hudda first. I was, like, the person, not defending Hudda, but, like, defending Hudda's role on the show. Like, Hudda being so much all the time was covering up the fact that most of the cast was boring as fuck. You know what I mean? JPR, thanks for gifting Ice Cream Cone 174. I appreciate it. Like, Hudda was hiding the fact that, like, Shelly is so fucking boring. Taylor is so fucking boring. Charlie was super fucking boring. Most of the bombshells, to be honest, are so fucking boring. Pepe and Hannah, like, they're likable, but they give nothing. No, not so much on Shelly. Shelly has done nothing. Like, it's been pretty frustrating. Austin is not boring. Austin's a Trumpy, so he actually is probably my least favorite, like, objectively. He is providing on this show so much. He's so funny. Him saying I want a juicier ass. He's been like literally one of the stars. Sierra is a fun vibe, but she's given nothing because since she was a bombshell, like after she got with Nick, she's just like hanging out. I appreciate that she's like trying to explore other connections and do the whole Love Island thing, but she's had no screen time. Yeah. So let's talk about the people who are kind of worthwhile to discuss. Hutta, I think the pendulum has swung a little too far the other way. Like, she is insane, and it is her fault, and Jeremiah really isn't doing anything wrong. It's just like, why is there a massive hate train towards Hutta? You know, like, that's the problem. It's not like, actually, Hutta's correct, and Jeremiah is evil. Like, that's... I saw some of that, and that's weird. Like, I think Jeremiah has been totally fine. Everything he's done has been perfect. I guess not, but, like, it's fine. I thought he's dealt with things kind of the exact same way I would have, to be frank. And the other thing is, like, it's a little bit of a weird dynamic watching the girls this season on Love Island clearly keeping Hutta solely because of perception. That's how it feels to me, because we see how they actually feel about her in the private chats. But, like, I think obviously it's a bad look for the women to vote out another woman instead of the men. And I get that. Like, I think I would do the same thing. Like, I don't want to criticize them for that. It's just, like, kind of weird to watch because people just don't know exactly how the real dynamics are, you know? Or how the viewing dynamics are. What do you think about Jalen? I have no thoughts on Jalen. I don't think he would have been very fun. He seemed like a chill, nice guy, but he's very likable. I was rooting for him, but... I think Austin's been hilarious. Him and Amaya together, I love, even though he doesn't like Amaya for some reason. He just... Last episode, for no reason, he just stopped liking her. All right, 3-point game. But, okay, Jeremiah, I like him a lot. I did not like after he broke up with Hutta and, like, chose, what's her name? I haven't even mentioned her. What's her? Iris. I didn't like how he only talked to Iris about Hutta. Because it's like, you also want to make it clear to her that you like her, you know, because... Him being like, I just wanted to end the toxic cycle. It's like, yeah, but also say that she's pretty or something, you know? Like, I'd feel like shit if I was Iris. But then clearly they're both going for the new bombshells, so I think they were kind of just in agreement that there wasn't really anything between the two of them, which makes me feel less bad about it. Olandria is a star, and she is with the most boring guy in Love Island history, unfortunately, who also theoretically has a girlfriend at home. So this is pretty sad. I think Iris and Jeremiah both knew they would just, yeah, it seems like that, right? But, like, Alandria just, she needs someone else. It's so frustrating. She's, like, literally the star of the show. Her confessionals are so fucking funny. But she has nothing to do on the show, you know? I'm annoyed she picked Taylor instead of Jalen, but Jalen didn't seem that fun either. Olandria is too bad for Taylor. It's like... I mean, you can say the same about, like, Serena and Cordell, but Cordell's awesome, you know? Like, and actually liked her. I don't think Taylor actually likes her. Yeah, Taylor seems fine. Let's talk about Ace, who's one of my favorites. Just such a manipulative, toxic guy. He's awesome. He's great. Just, like, scheming, has his little cult. They're calling people Ace's puppets. It's so funny. There's a whole controversy or conspiracy about him and Shelly knowing each other and trying to manufacture a slow burn. He's been really fun to watch. Him, like, Hutta, like, reaching for his hand, being like, thank you, Ace, for keeping me. He's like, don't even think about it. I like Ace a lot. He's yeah, the best scammer in there is a good way of putting it. Yeah, we could talk about Nick now, who is the best casting choice, clearly, him and Alandria. He's just great. He's perfect for what Love Island is. He's a nice guy who also totally fucks around. Hilarious confessionals, great moments. Super likable and rootable, has a ton of screen time, but it never feels grating. He's just really likable. Looks a lot like Tyler, too. Mamacita is so funny. New bombshell girl. What's her name? Like Adrienne or something? She's been cool. Yeah, she's doing her bombshell thing. The new guy bombshell is fine. Seems like a nice guy, but again, just kind of boring. I think Nick is fake and I hate him. I feel like he definitely does not come off as fake. I feel like that's a weird take. It seems like he's being very authentic to me. Yeah, he's an unserious guy on an unserious show. You know, he's just funny. Iris deserves better. Iris kind of fucking boring. Am I crazy? Iris has been like, and she's gotten decent screen time because of all the Hudda Jeremiah stuff, and she's just been nothing. You know, there's worse crimes than being boring, but I think a lot of this cast is very, very boring. Like, I like Pepe. I think I'd like him more if I had more screen time, but they're just nothing. What I do find weird is, like, Love Island is very conscious in trying to catch them having sex in bed and then to show one clip that shows that. It makes me very uncomfortable. I would not want to go on that show. New episode just dropped. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get the spoilers at some point. But I wonder what would have happened if Beldasha was around another few episodes. Yeah, I think she would have been great. I hope they bring her back for Casa Amor. They won't, but she's funny. I'm a fan. I mean, I think they're showing all the interesting stuff, Olivia. Like, I think Hudda is really, like, without her crashing out, there's just not that much there. Like, we're doing Casa Amor, and I feel like there's no connections yet. Like, who has actual connections that would be, like, upset if someone kissed someone else? You know what I mean? Is there anyone? Like, who's the most locked-in couple? It's actually crazy. Like, Taylor and Olandria? No way. Hannah and Pepe? I mean, maybe, I don't know. Sierra and Nick? But they're both, like, agreeing it's open, you know? It's just weird. I feel like last season we had so many. We had Aaron and Kaylor. Cordell and Serena had built, like, a weird thing the whole time. Leah, I don't know, Miguel had just gotten there probably, right? I thought it's been a good season so far. I've been very interested in watching the next episode. Is someone gonna tell the show that they need to chill with the challenges? They're just so fucking boring. Just make them a little less cartoony. That Megan Thee Stallion episode was one of the hardest episodes to watch in TV history. It was just brutal. Like, it's just so boring. It's fine if you just make them quick. They were just so long. But without them, like, there's truly nothing to do all day for these people, I guess. But, you know. Challenges are almost all the same, just different costumes. Yeah. No offense to Miss Stallion. Nah, she killed it. And I liked how she's actually a fan. It was fun to watch. Love Island getting BB allegations showing too many comps. Unironically, yeah. All right. This is a good game so far. Oh, Amaya. Yeah, Amaya's cool. I feel like I can't really connect with her for some reason. Like, she's not one of my favorites, but she's been giving. She's good. Really fun casting. Like, she's been a good time. Tony Bradley getting minutes? Damn. Tony Bradley, NBA Finals, Game 7 minutes is crazy. I thought Amaya and Austin had, like, a fun dynamic, to be honest. But, yeah, Austin. I think Austin's a gem of a character. He's so funny. Is there any strategy involved in the show? Amaya executed a 3-1 vote this season. So that's pretty good. Did I say everyone? 3, 2, 1, yeah. Shout out Surrey. I'm excited for Casa since the couples don't seem locked in. That's why I'm not excited for Casa. I feel like Casa, like, you need people to be, like, kind of locked in. So then when people do something, it's, whatever. But now it's like, I don't think there's even drama if people hook up, I said a 3-1 vote. Yeah, I'm kind of in a daze, my bad. I'm sure you guys could tell. I think we'll stream for another, 10 minutes. Just wanted to check in with you guys. Just wanted to check in. Would be one heck of a story if Pacers still pull this off. It would be awesome. I'd be so happy for Halliburton. Siakam seems like a super likable guy. I need the Casa bombshells to go crazy. Do you think there's going to be any surprises? Like any returning people or, never check in with us Reddit users? I feel like the Reddit's been a little boring for a while. They're in desperate need of BB27. Ben Shepherd fan. I like Ben Shepherd. I like Benedict Mathurin. I thought his I could beat LeBron quote, I'm better than LeBron, was hilarious. I like delusional self-confidence. And like, honestly, I loved when Jared said he would win Jeopardy. I'm like, that's just badass. Like, he's wrong, but that's pretty cool. They hated on me putting Jag above Josh and Rachel in my rankings. People are just annoying. People love nuance until it is time to discuss an evicted house guest. I think it's hard to even argue that Rachel's better or Jag's better than it's hard to argue that Jag is worse than Rachel as a winner. As a character, I mean, Rachel's top 1 probably. I think Josh and Jag, you could make more of a case. I could see that going either way, but I lean Jag just because of agency. That is John Locke in the background, my dog. Didn't Tracy McGrady say he would be as successful as Kobe if he played with the Shaq? I do disagree, but I think a lot of shooting guards who if they played with Shaq, probably win those same 3 titles as Kobe. Jag was evicted, though. You're close to a ban, Lex. Don't test me. More of a Jack guy is a crazy red flag. Can't be a Jack guy. Jack's the worst. John's just kind of a sad character. You got to be a Desmond guy. Ben Linus guy. How do you think Jag would do if he played in a hypothetical winners or all-star season? He'd be set up very well. He's just so good at comps and so well connected. He'd be in a really good spot, and people don't think of him as a great player, which helps. Problem is he actually just not a great player, which is probably true. But, I think a lot of winners are probably not as good as we think they are. So, he'd be in a good spot. We'll see. Maybe we'll see. I don't think they'll ever do winners, but they'll do, something. Exactly, Balloon. Have you heard any news on BB Canada? Is it canceled? Zach, I got some bad news for you, man. It was canceled quite a while ago. I think Jag has been leaning into it. It was like me telling people I was on Big Brother. So you were never voted out? And it's like his face. I think you really liked that Jack flashback. Where was he? On the island. Not a good one. They explaining his tattoos. Because we all cared about his tattoos, right? Michael and Jin are weird. I mean, Jin becomes very likable, but like Michael is. You're an interesting Lost fan. Stranger in a Strange Land, yeah. Just main character filler, I mean. I'd be pissed if I was like the main character and they're like, we got some main character filler for you. You are sexually assaulting this girl. It's like, what? I would have pulled a John Krasinski and be like, nope, I don't think we should have an episode where I cheat on Pam. Shoutouts for him just saving that. That would have been insane. I think BB wouldn't invite Jag back to play. He's just not a popular player. I think you're so wrong, Lex. It's insane. I don't think he's like popular, but he's extremely memorable. Like, first of all, he has a very distinct look for a Sikh Punjabi player. Like, that's important. He's a winner. They've already brought him back for like 7 different things. Like, I don't know what evidence you're using. Because he definitely has a CBS's eye more than anybody else on our cast except maybe one Surrey Fields. No way people hate him. You are living in a little echo chamber, Lex. You are living in your little bubble of BB Twitter, I think. He has nothing to offer a season. I don't think you guys understand the conversation we're having. I think it's clear that a lot of people who are in important roles making important decisions disagree with you. So like, unfortunately, your guys' opinions don't matter at all in this context. But you know, obviously it's your opinion. You could have it. The women in Lost are just okay. I disagree with that. I mean, they're Kate's a frustrating character, of course, but I think Juliet is peak for sure. I think Sun is really fun. Claire's is not. They write the men characters as much more complex than the women. I hope they don't bring back Nicole again. She's been on way too many seasons, like Boston Rob. I agree for the most part. Like we've just seen it all, but if they do a legend season, she's earned it. Yeah, Jag was on 2 episodes last season, right? He did the big one, and then he did like an interview with Julie, I think. The big one with Taylor and Cody, and then the one with Julie. Yeah, I mean, Jin has a better arc than Sun because Jin starts off abusive, so he has more of like a journey, whereas Sun is always just kind of chill. Do you think a Lost reboot would ever work? There's no need for it. I truly have no idea who's going to be on Jerry. I'm curious. Cruise is fun, Shelby. Some not fun parts, but I think a lot of fans had a good time. A TVD reboot's in the works, just as I'm finishing TVD. Perfect. Wait, has anyone here watched Legacies? No spoilers, just did you guys like it? Because I think we're going to watch the originals, but I'm curious if Legacies was any good. It's okay. All right. Horrible. So you recommend I watch it, but it was terrible. Got it. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Originals, then stop after that. Gotcha. Wait, isn't okay? Without spoiling anything, like in Legacies, doesn't it kind of continue the TVD story? Like, aren't there like characters that kind of make the jump at times? Or am I totally making that up? You can take gummies and watch Legacies. That's what I do with TVD. Kinda. Yes. Okay. I think Originals is 6 seasons, right? I'm excited for Megan too. I gotta watch Megan 1. Megan 2 looks good. Honestly, all the movies that are coming out looks good. Like, I would have no interest in Megan 2, but it looks fun. I would have no interest in a Superman movie, but it looks fun. I'm not. 5 seasons. 13 episodes. Oh, that's perfect. For real has some good fodder coming up. That's true. But again, thank you, Jay Dilly. I appreciate it. 2 months. Love some new people popping in. All right. We're going to watch till the next commercial break, and that'll be it. Low-key originals greater than TVD. Here's what I'll say. What I was told was after Elena leaves, TVD falls off a cliff. Season 7 of TVD is so incomparably better than, like, Season 5 or 6. Like, honestly, what I realized about TVD is simple. Elena and Damon are fucking unwatchable together. Like, it's not even like I don't ship them or whatever. They're just terrible scenes. Terrible, repetitive, boring scenes. And without that, Damon's likable again. And Elena's more likable without Damon. Like, I just don't believe in them as a couple. All the fucking Damon speeches, he just becomes a different character with Elena. It's annoying. I guess that's the point, but I liked Elena a lot for the first, like, I loved her before she became a vampire. That was always perfect. And then even after, she was cool for a little bit. Weren't the actors dating IRL? Yes, they were. I don't think Elena's always been the problem on the show. Once she became a vampire and they started shifting towards Damon, the show fell off a cliff a bit. Her vampire arc was terrible. But she was great before that, I thought. Y'all should watch The 100. I love The 100, Cory. Love it. One of my favorites. Even though that last season is one of the worst seasons of TV I've ever watched. She's married to Shaun White. Yeah, I did know that. Apparently America saw them in New York. Miles Turner, you can't go 0 for 2 from the fucking line. Ooh, what a save. TJ? Oh, people are playing hard. Yeah, I heard the book was completely different. Like, the book did not even get close to resembling the show. Is Buffy actually good? First season of TVD is a masterpiece. Here's the thing, like, for what it's worth, while Damon becomes a much worse character as time goes on, Stefan becomes a much better character. Stefan with Caroline, if you guys remember in the Thor movies, Thor 1 and 2 are just different from Thor 3. Thor just changes as a character. He becomes funny. Stefan just becomes super likable as the season goes on. And, like, he acts more like a normal person instead of like an Edward Cullen ripoff. Oh, Chet has not made a 3 this series, it feels like. Let's go Pacers. 1-point game. They drink each other's blood like the couples. It's so weird. I didn't even know TVD had books. Well, I kind of assumed, but... I think Bonnie became a much better character. Once they... with Bonnie, it's like, honestly, she cut her hair and became cool. I always, like, didn't mind Bonnie, but I thought her stories kind of sucked. She's gotten better. Well, so the 100 fell off, but, like, there were some really good later seasons. Like, when they first went to a different planet, that shit was awesome. The Lightborns or whatever they were called. That was a great season. And then they did, like, the whole, like, nuclear fallout season was good. The AI season. The AI season was kind of weird, but it was still good. I liked it. The chip with Allie. But the final season was terrible, and the ending is one of the worst endings in TV history. Not even because, like, the ending itself is fine, I guess. It was just so out there, and to the point, like, they got way too lost in the sauce. Like, they got lost in the sauce, and it was kind of fun. we're on a different planet. There's these different beings and gods, and that's cool. Then they start talking about like the extraterrestrial sentience, brain trust, and it's like, what the fuck are they talking about? I mean, yeah, Bellamy's the one who gets the worst ending for sure. I think the next show we watch, originals we'll watch too, but I think we're gonna watch Glee, which I think it'll be very, very fun. I think that's gonna be fun because that show's ridiculous. The OC, we'll see. America's been talking about Glee, and I think it sounds kind of fun. That'll do it. I'm gonna get off. Tomorrow we'll have a PowerPoint stream, I think. I'm between two ideas. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Just wanted to get online because you guys know, there's been a lot going on in our lives and a lot of bullshit and random stuff and things popping up. It's just been a lot. So, like, it's always fun just getting that first stream back out there and everything's fine and we can move on, 28 years later is the next movie. I need to check it out. I really want to see it. I hope America is not too scared. But that'll be it. I appreciate you guys. A fun little hangout. Is anyone live? Is Quinn live? I know this is around his time slot. Could someone check for Quinn's live? Just a quick check. Nope. Okay.